Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignertechtips.com. Well, in our last video we demonstrated a simple image to text hover effect, or I should say text to image hover effect. Of course you can do it the other way around too, very easily, no coding. Today we're going to do a grow and color change effect, again with no coding, which is all with the inbuilt features of the Divi theme. When we hover over a module, it's going to grow and change color. And to do this today, you can do it on any module. We're not going to use any coding. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And once enabled, let's go down to where we want to work. I'll just create another row in between these two. Doesn't matter how many columns you put in. I'm just going to put 3 because I've got them everywhere else. And let's put a simple call to action module in there. There we go. Now if we look at this module, it's already got a background color on. You can obviously change it to what you want. We're on the content tab. If we go down to background, let's give it a different color background. Just make it purple perhaps. Now when we hover over it, let's get it to change its background color. And common to most Divi modules here, if you go up and hover over the dark writing up here, some icons will appear. You want the one that's a little arrow right there. If they've got one of those, it'll give you the opportunity to create a desktop state when your mouse is not on it, and a hover state, which funnily enough is when your mouse is on it. And so let's click the hover state and change the color. Let's make it go blue perhaps on the hover state. So when we're not hovering, it's going to be purple. When we are, it's blue. Great. Okay, well in our ones below we've actually added a bit of box shadow when it grows as well, so we'll do that today as well. Now to make it grow when we hover on it, let's go over to our design tab and we'll go down to transform, and the first one right here is transform scale. And again, we only want it to transform when we're on hover, so go over the dark writing again, hit the little arrow. Desktop mode, we want it to be absolutely normal size. When I hover over it, I want it to grow maybe 25% or something like that. You can slide it with the box here, the little arrows. Uncheck the chain if you want to do sides different values. And you can fine tune with the little buttons right there. 25% is good for me. Okay, so when we hover, it's going to be that big. When we're not hovering, it's going to be that big. Great. And I thought it'd be a nice little touch just to add a bit of box shadow when it grows. That way it kind of makes it look like it's lifting off of the page. So I'm going to close up our transform and let's go to box shadow. And again, let's go up to the dark writing. There is no arrow for this. So let's just add a regular box shadow. There it is right there. And if we go down to our colors, we can hover over the colors and you will find an arrow. So for the desktop state, let's make it transparent so you can't see it. It's still there, you just can't see it. Then when we hover over it, it's going to grow, change color, and let's add a black box shadow. And that may be a little dark, so let's go in there. Pull the opacity down to wherever you want it so it's not quite as intense. Well, basically it's going to work how you wish it to. There we go. Now we created that. Now when we hover over it, it's going to grow, change color, and there's going to be a box shadow up here. Now the default time for this, if I open this back up, in Divi is 300 milliseconds, which is pretty quick and works for most things. But if you want to change that timing and slow it down or even speed it up, go to the Advanced tab to transitions here. You can type in whatever value you want. I'm going to say half a second, 500 milliseconds. Don't want any delay, want it to happen as soon as my mouse rolls over it. And the speed curve I like to use for these is ease in, ease out. These all do slightly different things and in different situations. Some will work better than others. Try them out. Use what's best for you, but for me this one works great for hover effects. So if we've done everything correctly, this should work perfectly for us now. Save our page changes. And let's exit the Visual Builder. There we go. Let's go down. Now when we hover over it, it should change to blue. It should grow by 25%. And it should have a little box shadow. And it should take half a second to do this. There we go. There's the blue color, the box shadow, and the grow. Like I say, it's a very simple effect, but it is eye-catching, and if people are mousing around your site and this starts to happen, it's going to grab their attention, which is exactly what you want. So like I say, it's very simple, no coding, and very easy to do with the fantastic Divi theme. So I hope you've enjoyed that today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.